let's get into MACtion action for Tuesday, Wednesday night. First game on Tuesday night will be Bowling Green versus Toledo. Toledo is minus 15.5 at home. Over under is 50.5. Trey, I'll start with you. What do we think?
Man, Bowling Green had a fall from grace. Last week was even worse than the weeks before it. But I guess we're kind of expecting it at this point.
Yeah.
Toledo is a wagon. We all know what to expect with Toledo. Toledo's offense is high powered. That's probably why the line is so high, even though Toledo is expected to win by 2 touchdowns. But I'm gonna go with the under 50.5 with my pick. I'm gonna go under here because I think Bowling Green's defense will stand up a little bit. Toledo's offense is really good, but the under is 4-0 in Bowling Green's last 4 road games. The under is 4-1 in Bowling Green's last 5 games overall, and the under is 11-4 in the last 15 games between these two teams. So these two teams play each other pretty tough. In the last 15 games, the under is hit in 11 of them. So I'm gonna hope that's gonna keep continuing and go under the 50.5.
Yeah, I don't hate the under, but I don't bet under, so we know that. I'm also going to go with Toledo here, minus the 15.5. Toledo scores 35 points per game, and Bowling Green the last 2 games got beat bad by Kent State 40-6, and they won to Western Michigan 13-9, but their offense just can't score. So I'm going to take Toledo. They've wrapped up the MACtion West. This is a statement game. They're already in the tournament. They're already in the playoff game for the MACtion, or the conference championship game, I should say. So I'm going to take Toledo to beat the crap out of Bowling Green, probably by 3 or more touchdowns. So
I like that one.
Yeah. Let's move on to Ohio versus Ball State. Ball State at home is +4. Over under is 53.5. I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. Ohio is the pick for this. Last week we saw Rourke. He's an absolute dog. The Ohio moved the ball really well, and Ball State just, I'm watching them play, and I just don't see it. It's the eyeball test for me. Last week I saw it with Ohio, so I'm going to stick with Ohio minus the 4. Trey?
Yeah, I loved watching Rourke last week. He is a dog. I didn't even have to sweat covering that game at all. I went with Ohio last week as well, and I didn't have to sweat it one bit. And I'm going to go with Ohio again, and I don't think we're going to have to sweat it again this week. Ohio is 6-0 ATS in the last 6 games. They're 6-0 ATS in the last 6 conference games. And Ball State's 1-5 ATS versus a team with a winning record. So Ohio is a wagon. Ball State crumbles under good teams. So I'm going to say Ohio here. I would even maybe sprinkle the team total over on Ohio. I'm not quite for sure what that would be, but I would go over on that one as well.
Yeah, and Ohio's also playing to wrap up the MAC East. So if they win this game, they'll be in the championship game facing Toledo. So this is a big game for them. Ball State's already out of contention for that. Ball State's already made a bowl game. They don't really have anything to play for here. So Ohio has everything to lose. So -4 is the pick.